Hi everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about the Cognizant technical assessment. And we are putting so much effort. We are providing everything for free on YouTube. Okay. Make sure to like this video at least. Okay. Like this video. And this is the third set which we are solving today. Okay. I think it will give you a very good idea. Previously, we have already solved one set. You can get the link in the description. Check the previous set as well. We have solved the whole set, but check that set after this set because you guys demanded that please solve the web based question also. So in this video I will be solving the web based question also, coding question also, SQL query also. So we will be solving the whole set of Cognizant technical assessment. So let's start this video. Make sure to like this video. Also, before starting, I just want to tell you guys one thing. If you want to prepare for technical assessment, the previous year questions are provided here in the mock test, which you can purchase. You will be getting two mock tests for technical assessment. Then previous year questions with solutions, all the PDFs are provided. These are the questions previous year asked in Cognizant Genc. So technical assessment, Cognizant web-based SQL and coding questions provided. Then for SQL, a whole PDF is provided with 60 queries. Then to practice technical MCQs, we have provided a lot of practice tests. So you can get cloud, pseudocodes, Java, OOPS, each and everything is provided. So you can use this actual question from this year also. You will get the photos for the verification purpose. Okay. So many things you are getting. Just apply the coupon code Cognizant to purchase the mock test. Okay. Just click here on buy now. Click on apply code, type here Cognizant and you will get some discount because uh, already we are on technical assessment and aptitude and Cognizant communication assessment is also done. That's why we provided this code Cognizant to get the discount of 24 rupees. Then you can purchase it. The link will be in the description. All the previous year question and the technical assessment sets you will be getting here. Now let's start with our questions and solution. So let's start with the web based question first. Okay. So this kind of web-based question was asked. So if you are watching this video, I will be explaining you the question with the solution. Make sure to like the video if you have not liked yet and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed the channel yet. Let's start. This was the question. You are developing a basic contact page for a company website. Okay. So what we need to develop is a web page contact. Okay. Contact page we need to develop. Okay. The company requires user to enter their name and email address. Okay, so only two things we need. One is username and other is email address. Okay, before submitting the form you must ensure that the name field is not empty. Okay, and it has at least two characters. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. So we need to design a HTML form like this. Here we have name and here we have email. The name field cannot be empty. Okay, and at least it should have two characters. The email field contains a valid email address format, example at domain.com. Okay, so this format we need to validate through JavaScript. That example something can be there, then there should be at, then there should be some domain, then dot, then com. Okay, if validation fails, an error message should be shown. Okay. If validation passes, a success message should be displayed. So this kind of form we need to design using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Write an HTML form with JavaScript that contains two input fields, name and email, a submit button, perform basic client-side validation for the email address, show appropriate success or error message. Okay, so this is our task which we need to perform. Okay, I don't think it is a very difficult question. We can easily do that. So let's start. First of all, this is the basic syntax of HTML. We all know. Okay, then we are just providing one heading which is contact form. Then we are providing the form ID. Okay, and now let's start. So label we have provided name. Okay, then we have provided the input as name, type is text, and it is required because we cannot leave it empty. That's why we have used required. Okay, and if you guys don't know HTML, then I don't think you guys can get it, but I am just explaining you the basic solution. Then we provided the another label which is email, then input ID as email, name, text required because this is also required. and we have provided some basic styling. Okay, button type we have provided submit, and submit button is there. Okay, and this is our form. That's it. And we have done some basic styling using CSS. Okay, now let's start. This is our main JavaScript which we need to write, and this is the main question. So first of all, what we will do is, if you guys can see here, here in the contact form, this is no validate. Okay, so no validate. Okay, so just see here. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, so this is our script. Okay, so now see here, we have provided the contact form, and we have adding the event listener submit in it. Okay, so when the form will be getting clicked, this function will get invoke. Okay, so we are attaching the event listener here in this contact form. Okay, in the submit function. Let's start. So we सबसे पहले we have extracted the value of name in name variable. Then we have extracted the value of email in email variable. Okay, we are using get element by id because we already provided the id in the field. Okay, then we are checking uh, email error. Okay, so this is basically I will explain, and then result also we are storing here. Okay, so this two things I will explain, don't worry. Okay, then error text content. Okay, so this message we will show when we will display error. Okay, and result text content we will display it when we will if our check is pass. Okay, first condition we have checked if the name dot length is less than 2. Okay, so this was the one condition which we need to check. Then we will provide a alert message, please return a valid name at least 2 character, and we will return here. Okay, this is the one condition which we need to satisfy. Okay, this we already satisfied because we extract the value in name. Then we need to validate the email. This was our second condition. So we have provided one function is valid email, and we are passing the email there. Okay, now how this function will work, this is the function. Okay, is valid email. So here we are actually doing the pattern matching. Okay, pattern matching we are performing here. Okay, how we are performing, सबसे पहले this is our pattern which we are using, and our pattern is we can use anything between small a to small z, long a to long z, मतलब capital, and 0 to 9. Okay, and then some symbols. Okay, so this we can do. After that, because our basic example was example, okay, at domain.com, this was our basic example. Okay, so example we have done, then it should have at, then we have provided plus, then at, because at should be there here. Then there should be a domain, so domain also we have provided anything between small a to z, then capital A to z, and 0 to 9, and dot and minus. Okay, so this we have provided. Okay, आफ्टर दैट लाइक डॉट एंड माइनस मीन्स कुछ भी हो सकता है. ओके, देन मतलब आगे पीछे आप ये मान के चलो, बेसिकली आगे पीछे कुछ भी हो सकता है. देन इट शुड हैव सम डॉट. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव प्रोवाइडेड डॉट. सो प्लस, देन वी हैव प्रोवाइडेड डॉट, and small a to z, then a to z. Okay, and then if you guys can see here, and here is our length. So this is our basic pattern which we have provided here to validate our email. Okay, to get it in detail like what we are doing here, you can just google it, that how can we do a basic validation on javascript for email address. You will be getting the same pattern. Okay, so this was the pattern, and it comes under pattern matching, but I am just explaining the basic things. Okay, I am not going much deep in it. Okay, then return re.test email, so it will test it if whatever the email address is follows the rule of this pattern or not. If it follows the rules, then definitely we will return true, otherwise we will return false. Okay, so according to that we will be getting here our input. Okay, then suppose if we are getting false, then we are using here not symbol and we are providing the text content as please enter a valid email address. Okay, so this is the message which we are providing. So email error dot text content we are providing, which will display actually on the front end. Okay, and we are returning that because we are setting the value like this. Okay, so we are basically setting the text content value of email error, whatever we have provided here in the front end. Okay, so that value we are actually setting here. Okay, so I'll just tell you. Okay, so uh, 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 result. Okay, so see here, we have provided here email error, right? So in this span, the text will be displayed. Okay, so in this text, whatever the error would be displayed. Okay, and then we have provided here the result. So if we are succeed, then here the result will be displayed. So we are just setting the value of the text content here. Okay, and otherwise we will be setting the text content as form submitted successfully. Okay, so that's it. These are the all things which we need to cover. Pattern matching, I hope this is little bit confusion for you guys, like how we are doing the pattern matching, but actually I cannot explain the whole concept here because we need to create a separate video for that. Just Google it, you will get it. It is not that much difficult. Okay, I just explained you the whole context of the question and what we need to do here. Okay, so this is the whole solution. I hope you guys got it. Let's start with the coding question. So this is our coding question. Before going ahead with it, if you want the previous year questions or technical assessment mock test, the link of the mock test will be in the description, in which the previous year question solutions are provided and the practice MCQs provided. So everything is provided, SQL provided, and you can use this for your practice. Okay, link will be in the description. Apply the promo code Cognizant. This is the basic coding question which was asked previously. Cognizant HR is preparing a list of employees eligible for two different training programs. Program A has employees enrolled by HR. Okay, so basically two types of employee there. Okay, so program A, so two types of programs are there. So program A has the employee enrolled by HR. So okay, so HR is enrolling some employees. The list of the employees enrolled by the HR is there in program A. In the program B, list of the employees, okay, which are enrolled by technical leads, so we have the list for that also. Now some employees have enrolled in both program. Okay, so suppose we have some employees ID like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, now suppose in HR program employee 1 4 5 and 6 enrolled. For technical lead program, means program B, suppose 1 2 3 and 6 enrolled. Okay, now they are saying some employees have enrolled in the both programs. So if you guys can see here, 1 enrolled in both, 6 enrolled in both. Okay, so this is one example which I am explaining you. You are required to write a Java program that prints the intersection of the two integer arrays representing employee IDs. So output would be 1 comma 6, because 1 and 6, these both employees enrolled both in HR and technical lead, basically program A and program B. So we actually need to provide the intersection of two arrays. This is the basic question. Okay, input format and output format is given. So I think the question is pretty much you guys got it. What will be the logic? So basically the logic is we have two arrays. Okay, array 1 and array 2. Suppose in array 1, as I have explained, we have 1, 2, what we have? 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 4, 5, and 6. And in array 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so these are our inputs. So we will take the inputs of the array, which already will be provided by Cognizant only. Actually, we need to write the code for the intersection. Okay, so what we will do here, we will actually, for from array 1, we will put each and every value of array 1 in a set. So in a set, we will store the value of array 1. So the set will contain 1, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, after getting the value in the set, we will loop the array 2. We will check if the value exists in the set, and if the value exists, we will be inserting that value in our final result array. Okay, so let's start with 1. So is 1 exist in set? Yes, it exists. So we will insert 1 here. Next element is 2. Is 2 exist in this set in 1, 4, 5, 6? No. So we will not include 2 here. Then we will check 3. If 3 exists here, no. And we will check 6. If 6 exists here, yes. So 6 exists in the set. Then we will insert it in our final result also. So our final answer is 1 comma 6. It would be our answer. I hope the logic is clear. Pretty much simple. Also, we will be removing the element from the set when we will be getting the value of it. Okay. So let's start. So first we are taking the inputs of the both two arrays. This is pretty much simple. Then we are creating one hash set. If you guys can see here, hash set integer kind of we are creating. Then we are inserting the numbers in the hash set. Okay. So in the set we are adding the numbers like I have told here from the array 1. We are inserting the values here in the set. Then we created intersection array as our final array which will be displaying the final output. Now we are iterating the second array, okay? And in iterating the second array, we are extracting the element. We are checking if that set, which we already have the values from the array 1, contains that value. So we are using if set1 dot contains num, whatever the element which we are extracting. If it is containing that, we are inserting it in our intersection array, okay? And we are removing that number from our set, okay? And finally, in the last, we are just displaying the value of our intersection array, okay? And this would be our answer. So I hope the whole logic is clear. Okay, so this is the one question which was asked there in Cognizant. Now we will just solve the SQL question. Also, the link of the mock test will be in the description, which you can use. Also, the link of the one set which we already solved will be in the description, which you can use. Let's start the scenario. This was the question. An e-commerce company stores customer order in a table called orders. The table has the following structure. Okay, so orders, we have orders in integer, customer name in varchar, order date in date, and amount in decimal. Okay, so this kind of table is here in which order ID is given, customer name is given, order date is given, and amount is given. The manager wants to analyze monthly sales. Specifically, they want to know the total number of orders placed in each month, the total sales amount of each month. Okay, so basically, we have order ID, customer name, and order date. We actually, the manager wants to check, okay, the total number of orders placed in each month. So based on the months, we need to do the grouping. Okay, because clearly mentioned in each month we want to check how many orders are there and the total sale amount for each month, also the total value of the order in that month. Okay, for an example, if you will look here, this is 2025 115, that means January. 2025 120 means January. So in January, if you guys can see here, we have two orders. One is from Alice, one from Bob. So for January, we have how many orders? We have two. And what is the amount? 250 and 180. Okay, so it would be 430. So this will be our final expected output. So expected output will be in Jan, two orders and 430 amount. In Feb, three orders, 670 amount. In March, one order and 500 amount. This kind of output we need to do. So this is the basic query. Okay, so this is the basic SQL query which we are doing. Okay, so here, if you guys can see here, so this is in SQL format. Okay, so I am just telling you the basic SQL syntax. So here we are firstly we are doing the date format. Okay, so date format we are doing here. Okay, and this is for MySQL version. So first of all, we are choosing the date format. So date format we are choosing as order date. Okay, and has slash b as month. Okay, slash b as month. I will explain it, don't worry. Okay, so this we are just choosing the date format for order date. So order date here. Okay, so in the order date we have provided all the dates. We are just choosing the date format. Okay, and we are taking it as month. Okay, now we are taking the total number of orders which we need to display here. So we are using the count function, order ID as orders, and sum of whatever the order amount is. So we are using sum of amount as total sales. Okay, so these three things clear. From orders, okay, group by date format, again by this, because we are doing the date format like this as month, so it will display the month name like Jan, Feb, March. Okay, so something like that it will display here using this syntax. Okay, and we are grouping we are grouping it by that month names. Okay, so we are doing the whatever it is, we are doing the date format and month, whatever the month it is. Okay, we are doing the grouping based on the months. Okay, and order by month, we are doing order by months. The whatever the order date is, we are doing the ordering by that. So first it will be January, then it would be February, then it would be March. Okay, so now you will ask like why we are not using the date format here. Okay, because this is not related to the display. When we are doing the ordering, it is only because we want to order the output in the monthly order. So we can do it by 1 2 3 also. So when we will do month order date, it will do the ordering based on the numbers like 1 2 3. That's why we are not using the format as the name. But in the group by, we are displaying, if you guys can see here, we are displaying the months in the text format. That's why in the group by we need to use that same exact format. Okay, also uh, actually we are doing the ordering based on the months. That's why we are using months order date. Okay, sorry, we are using the grouping using the months. That's why in the group by we are also using the month order date. Okay, this we are only using for the format. Okay, now just to understand what is the date format, I'll just explain you. Okay, so date format in SQL, just search it. Okay, so here you will be getting the overall idea. Okay, so date format function, how it will work. So if you guys can see here, so date format, if we are doing here hashtag y or hashtag b, okay, what it means. Okay, so hashtag b will use the month name like Jan to December. That's why if you guys can see here in the solution, we are doing this the slash b. Okay, the percentage b. Okay, so basically we are using this percentage b just to extract the month name. If we want to know the weekday name, we use that percentage a. And if we want numeric month name 0 to 12, then we use the percentage c. Okay, so every percentage meaning is there. Okay, if you guys can see here, every percentage meaning is given here. You don't need to remember each and everything, but only the month, year, this thing generally they ask. Okay, so this you can remember from this sheet. Okay, also the formatting is given here, the date format will be there, and how we need to extract that, how we want the exact output. That's why we provide here the format. So suppose I'll just tell you. Okay, so here we are using order dates. So order date would be like suppose 2025 01 and 15. Okay, so it is 2025 01 and 15. Now we are saying percentage b, that we want the month name from this format. So this is our input, and we are using here percentage b, so it will provide us the month name like January. Okay, I hope now it is clear. So in the display we can get like January, February and March. Okay, and in the group by we can use the group by only using the order date. Okay, by using the months we can do that, but it is a good practice, whatever we are providing in the select statement also we provide that in the group by. So in the select statement we are actually doing the ordering using the date format. That's why we are using the same thing here as well, because we are basically changing the specific format of that. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So this would be our MySQL answer. I hope we have solved the whole set. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching.